On episode 264 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the movie Ordinary Angels. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing the movie Ordinary Angels. What do you give this one, April?
I love this movie. I mean, I'm going to give it 4.5.
Really?
I really loved it.
Wow, high praises.
Yep.
Okay, for me, it was a 3.5.
Okay.
All right, we'll tell you all about that right after this one trailer.
All righty. You want to talk about Unsung Hero?
No, you go for it.
Okay. This looks very interesting. It's a movie that follows the family's mother as she uses her faith to hold the family of 9 together by turning struggles into an adventure for her children. The release date's April 26, 2024, starring Daisy Betts, Joel Smallbone, and Kirrlee Berger. Yes, I will be seeing this movie probably earlier than release date.
And this movie is one of those that was done by the people who have done Ordinary Angels.
Yeah, and one thing I want to say, I love hearing about their next movie before the one I'm going to see, but they showed a lot of the movie we were about to see.
Well, so the thing is, we'll talk about this in a second. Why don't we get into the story?
Just get it now.
Well,
done.
We saw the premiere showing of Ordinary Angels, and they did this thing thanking us for coming 15 minutes long before the movie even started, thanking everybody for coming. And they showed us the whole movie. We could have left after that. Thank you very much.
But I have no problem with filmmakers previewing and showing what's coming next because, I love this movie, so you better believe I'll see the next one. My issue is, Tim, they showed so much of the movie that I had been waiting to see in my seat to see.
Right.
And I don't want a bunch more previews. I'm ready to see the movie.
Okay, so Ordinary Angels, this is inspired by the incredible true story of a hairdresser who single-handedly rallies an entire community to help a widowed father save the life of his critically ill young daughter. The genre is drama.
Director is Joe Gunn. He's known for The Case for Christ, The Week, and Like Dandelion Dust. The writers were Kelly Criag, known for The Edge of 17, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, and Postgrad. Meg Tilly, who is a name from our past, known for Winnetka Road.
The cast included Hilary Swank, Alan Ritchson, Emily Mitchell, Skywalker Hughes, Don Mike, Ryan Allen, Drew Powell, and Dempsey Bryk. You think Skywalker Hughes' parents were big fans of the Star Wars movies?
Just maybe. The runtime was 118 minutes, rated PG for, briefly bloody images and smoking and a little bit of content, I would say.
All right, so this movie definitely had, unlike the last movie we reviewed, Argyle, this movie definitely had a theme and tone.
It did. I just love it. It was truly about finding purpose. And everyone I know after all these years with Tim and I, you know that my whole thing, it's better to give than get. And to this day, kids, anyone's having a hard time, my answer is to go give back because you feel better about yourself and the world you're living in when you're actually doing something that makes a positive difference. And boy, did she ever. I absolutely adore Hilary Swank as an actress, as just a community giver. This is probably the best role I've ever seen her in. She was fabulous.
Yeah, you know who I was really, really admired and thought, wow, what a great actor is Alan Ritchson.
Yes.
This is the guy who's been playing Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime. A very violent, very, killer guy. playing that role, and then he comes into this faith-based movie, and this is a faith-based movie,
and it's fantastic.
He's completely different. And I was like, wow, this guy can really act. He wasn't just playing himself in Reacher.
Yeah, I couldn't. His range, I was so impressed after seeing him in this role, and just it was inspiring. He was so good.
Right.
The kids were good. Nancy Travis, I don't see her name on here. She was the mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, I forgot to include her on that.
She was good. Just so much. We'll talk. Let's go on because I just really enjoyed it.
It's funny because I hear in my notes for the direction I wrote somewhat predictable, and I wonder if that was more. Now that I'm looking back, thinking about they showed us the movie for 15 minutes before we saw the movie. Maybe that's why I felt like the movie was very predictable.
Right, that could be it. But the score was in the background like it should have been.
Right.
The cinematography. See, I loved everything about this. There's several scenes. I don't want to give the movie away, but Tim, I'm thinking, the helicopter.
Right. It's funny because I wrote down in my notes for production design that it was nothing special, but I take that back. Now, once again, I'm thinking about this movie. The whole thing takes place in a snow blizzard.
Oh, I know.
And they did a really good job with the blizzard and the special effects. So that goes to the special effects also. The whole blizzard scenes were great, I thought.
Right. The pace moved along well. The dialogue, I thought the dialogue was good. I thought it was funny. I do agree with you. It's not a preachy movie.
Yeah, for a faith-based movie, a lot of times that it's very
preachy,
in your face
like
and very
that other
preachy.
one, the baseball one we saw several months ago.
Yeah, Hill or something, Hill or something like that. This one is not in your face. They're not preaching at you. It's more lead by example.
Exactly. And the story arc, predictable, you said, but
it was satisfying in the end. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, and y'all also, this is a movie, it's about several different relationships, but there is a tone of forgiveness, too, in it, which I think is so important in our world right now.
Yes.
But I talk about this a lot with this crazy divided world we're in right now. The movie just felt so good to me because, again, we're stronger together. And, I don't want to get preachy, but I really believe that it's not one person, but it's many that make changes every day in our world. And this was an example I'm getting emotional because it's based off a true story. And you got to see it because it's kind of unbelievable, actually. So,
all right. So that is Ordinary Angels. April, high praises from April, 4.5 stars. And I give this movie 3.5 stars.
And go see it. It's worth it. I mean,
absolutely.
We appreciate all of you. We've heard from you. We're back on a schedule again. And I know everybody's looking forward to the Academy Awards. So
that's this Sunday night.
It is. So let's see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I know you're rooting for who you think is the best. I know we have a list as well. So let's keep up the good work. And thank y'all for all of your support.
Thanks a lot. And we'll see you at the movies.